matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson there to make the grab. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Again, Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! It's complete. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
57. Mike, 57. Pretty quiet, D. It was pretty quiet. 57 is the mic, Mike, 57.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 46 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. And Jackson throwing once more. And he fends him off. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Throwing on second and long. Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side.
You know they pay me extra for this.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. This time, the extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson back to Brown, this time complete. He's at the 50. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
7 yards the pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Flushed out right. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now, now they're going to fake. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson steps up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
It's out of time. It's out of time. 0-0, Mike 3. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, 47. 3. Mike 3.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for Dallas.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 18, Mike 18. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Watch 18, 18's the mic.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch 18, 18's the mic. I got you, I got you. Mike 18.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 18, Mike 18. Let's go, let's go. Watch 18.
Back to throw. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Play action now. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish finish off a game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Crunch time, defense. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're